Hey everyone, I just wanted to show you what I'm up to. My workspace is a total disaster. One thing I hate about traveling for work is that I have to put all my projects in a tub like that, take them with me. I work on multiple projects while I'm out on an assignment. There's a bunch of N-scale stuff. If anybody's interested in it, they are unpowered, was that Southern Pacific Loco, and some freight cars. I want to get rid of them. I have some track somewhere too, N-scale track. Anybody wants it, PM me and I'll get that to you. Here's what I got going on. Nearly every locomotive in this cabinet here was broken. I've either fixed them or whatever. So this stuff is ON30. This is a scratch built Climax. This ON30 passenger car was originally one of those stars and stripe ones back there. So I want to repaint all of those back there, make them this green. This is a box cab kit that I got from, what's his name? Tim at Milepost Miniatures or Milepost Models. I'm drawing a blank on them right now. This is a box car that I built from, I built the shell from styrene. Frame and trucks are from Bachmann. Here's another box cab. These are part of a firefighting unit I'm building. Got railing, spray nozzle, and other parts being 3D printed. I have this N-scale building and I don't remember what I was going to do with it. This is an O-scale speeder, ON30 scale speeder. I use a Gandy Dancer for the motive power on that. And this is a 3D printed speeder. It's got headlights and taillights and a Gandy Dancer power source, drive system. And you can see there's another Gandy Dancer there. And I have this maintenance away Jeep thingy that doesn't run very good. I'm trying to figure out what I'm going to do with that. Let's see what else I have in here. Oh, look, trolleys. I've gotten in the habit of buying things in lots where I get several things at once. So I have a bunch of these trolleys. Nearly all of these are running. A few of them are being worked and being remotored. This one, this one, this one are running. And let's see if I can find it. I believe this one is back in the back. This one, there's another one here. And this one here is the same as this one here. And I have a bunch of steam engines here. Tanker, tank engine, another tank. This is a Pannier tank engine. Got that at a train show. I believe this was the one that had a broken gear in it. I got it for like $5, had a cracked gear, and I got it running again. This one I'm working on. I think this had a bad gear. I'm working on it. This needed some work. I'm not sure if I have it running yet. I have to check it out. This is running now. This one's running now. Have an extra tender there. Extra tender back there. I have an extra shell here. This might be for another one of my Climax projects. I might build another Climax like that one there. So this boiler might be utilized for that. But I buy almost all my stuff broken. All right, European passenger cars. Pennsylvania PA1 and PB1 here. I've got, I believe this is an SR3 New York Southern power unit and a dummy unit. I have, this is the blue and yellow Santa Fe F7 unit. This is powered, this is dummy. Old Milwaukee, no, that's beer. This is a Milwaukee Road, Baltimore and Ohio. Back here, here's a Santa Fe, red and silver Santa Fe I believe this is a GP. No, it's a SD. It's an SD unit. And here's another F unit. And that's a dummy unit. This power unit is motorized with gears. This is what I'm trying to find. This is probably the one I'm looking for. Look at that, rubber band drive. Who is not surprised that I have these rubber band drive ones to fix up? I get those really cheap, then I get them running, clean them up, and in December I plan on taking them to the Melbourne Train Show. Here I have some RDCs. This is an RDC 1. And as you can see, those are rubber band drive. Okay, so it is a rubber band drive, but it needs to be worked on. Oh wait, this is the one where I only have one set of drive wheels. I only have the front drive powered. I think the motor was in bad shape, didn't have the power it needed. Here is another RDC, rubber band drive. This is an RDC 3 because it has the postal service. And here is another, this is a Baltimore and Ohio RDC 3 rubber band drive. And that's that drawer. Next drawer. Switchers. These are the source of my ON30 trolley designs. Rail buses. This is a rail bus I'm designing for ON30, and it will fit on one of these chassis. You take the chassis, the black chassis off take the shell off the chassis, and then this ON30 rail bus shell will fit on top of it. Actually, there is a lower chassis frame that fits over the Plymouth chassis that connects to the Plymouth chassis, and then this fits on there, and then there's a front pilot that is added separately. I've got about, I think, 6 different pilot designs for the front end. So we are working on creating kits of this so that we can sell them online and people can have a rail bus like this. So I'm going to go ahead, if that'll fit in there without rubbing, I'm going to go ahead and stick that in there. Oh wait, what do we have here? I have 2 more Gandy dancers for powering a small speeder. I have here that's a Pennsylvania railroad car. I got a placer track inspection vehicle, and this is a Pennsylvania Railroad in a Brunswick green. Let's look a little further. Next drawer. A bunch of passenger cars, or freight cars. I've got a couple hoppers here. I'm probably working on those. They probably needed couplers. We have that's a produce car. We have is this a Pennsylvania or Santa Fe? This is a Santa Fe caboose. And this caboose is a Burlington bobber. It was called a bobber because it only had 4 wheels or 2 axles, and it would rock a lot on the back of the train. And then I have this crusty old thing. What is this? Empire Line. Again, I buy a box and I sort through it, and sometimes I sell off the extra stuff. Sometimes I pass it on to friends. So what do we have here? Oh, look at this. We have another RDC. Oh, by the way, this is where my name came from. I have more than 20 RDCs. And so this is an RDC3. I believe this one, it has been refurbished and is ready to run. It looks like it's got a fresh coat of paint, and it's got drive bands. So this one evidently is ready to roll. It will be one of them probably that I sell at the upcoming Melbourne Train Show in Melbourne, Florida in December. And here I have another RDC, and it is again, this one is RDC3. This is a New Haven. I don't understand why, but I've really been hooked on New Havens. It's got blue drive bands on it, which means that it's been refurbished. I had blue drive bands for the longest time. I have just received a new order of black ones. And here, this doesn't feel heavy enough to be an RDC, and it is a Santa Fe passenger car, which this could run behind an RDC, or I could run it behind one of the Santa Fe, this red and silver Santa Fe diesel. Let's go a little further. Just went through that. Oh, and here's how I organize all the pieces I use to rebuild my trains. If you don't have one of these, you want to get yourself one. If I can get this to focus for me. This is an HO scale National Model Railroad Association standards gauge. I like it because it tells you here where the points should be, tells you where the flange ways are, tells you here where the wheels should be in case your car flops around and switches or something. It could be that they're too far apart or too close together. And I have found this to be an incredibly valuable tool. Here we have coupler height. You set this on the track, and then your coupler should line up to that little spot right there. So you can see I have all kinds of spare parts. I collect all the parts. Oh, this is a Katie coupler height gauge. Now this is the plastic insulated one. This is the one that you would use on your layout in case you have electricity run through your layout. You'd want the plastic insulated one. I do have a metal one here. And this metal gauge is what you use on like a test track. Like I have a track over there on the table that I test things with. And you can use this on there when you're testing your coupler height and everything, and then you just take this off when you connect power to the track if you're going to test your motors. So I have that. I have some polishing wheels if I have to use them on a Dremel or a power drill to clean up some things. I try not to use them too much. I think they're a little too aggressive. This is a box of electrical stuff. I've got some LEDs. These are lighted marker lights. These are probably what I'm going to use on my rail bus. Or ON30 Doodlebug I'm in the midst of working on. But I have extra motors here. And where's that? Okay, I have a couple boxes of motors and electrical stuff. see what's in here. This has a bunch of detail parts throughout, some people. Back here, I highly recommend these organizers if you're going to do like I do and salvage every little piece you can, to take a broken train and use it for parts to salvage others. So here I have passenger and freight trucks. You can see I have some McHenry couplers here. I also have Katy couplers. Those axles with the red gear on them, those are for Roco, European locos. I do have a few of those. I've had to rebuild them, and I love how nice they run once they're rebuilt. And then down here I have another one of these ON30 passenger cars that's going to be refinished. Got some LEDs here. These, I believe, are just 3-volt LEDs. There's something more back there. That's an empty Brill trolley box. I believe this is full of weights. This is full of wheels. I got this box of wheels so dirt cheap. And then I went through and sorted them to the different kinds. And this looks like the kind of truck you would see on a RDC, but after further research I found out the rubber bands that fit on these axles run the blades on a rotary snowplow, so that was pretty cool. So I have all kinds of different wheels here. These red wheels look like they are from a GG1, because I have a GG1 with those kind of wheels. And these, this is dummy wheels to an RDC, and you can see I have some drive wheels in here to an RDC. But you gotta stay organized, and I keep myself too busy at times. Keep it all in order. And the last thing I have, which I need to make room for, are these locomotives here. I have a Tyco Union Pacific. This is a 462 steam locomotive. It runs, but there's something wrong with the drive rods. This is the Royal Blue, which is a 280 by Tyco. I hear the motor run, but nothing works. This is the Chattanooga, which is really just like the Royal Blue, but it is an 080, and it has, the motor moves, but it's choppy, so it definitely needs some cleaning up. And inside this box are 5 more RDCs. So now that I have this cabinet somewhat organized, I just need to clean up this disaster area of a workspace. So have a great day. Thanks for watching, and subscribe and click the bell to be notified whenever there's another new video coming out.